The rise and fall of ancient Mesopotamia. Before Rome, before Egypt, before China, there was Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization. This region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers gave rise to the first cities, laws, literature, and empires in recorded history. In cities like Uruk and Ur, they built massive temples called ziggurats, developed irrigation systems, and invented one of the first known writing systems, cuneiform. Their society revolved around polytheism, agriculture, and city-state politics. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known piece of literature, came from this era, a story of kingship, gods, and the human desire for immortality. The Sumerians didn't just survive. They innovated. This Neo-Babylonian empire saw a cultural revival, legendary architecture like the Ishtar Gate, and possibly the Hanging Gardens. The innovations born in the floodplains of Mesopotamia still echo through history, but even this resurgence was short-lived. In 539 BCE, Cyrus the Great of Persia conquered Babylon, and Mesopotamia fell under foreign rule. It was the first place where human beings truly began building organized societies, complete with writing, religion, trade, and government. The Akkadian Empire united various Sumerian city-states and spread a Semitic language throughout the region. This period saw centralized rule, standing armies, and the expansion of trade and culture. Though short-lived, Sargon's empire laid the groundwork for future imperial models. It all started with the Sumerians around 3000 BC. In the 24th century BC, Sargon of Akkad rose to power and created what is considered the first empire in history. By the 8th century BC, the Assyrian Empire stretched from Persia to Egypt. They used iron weapons, siege engines, and psychological warfare. Cities like Nineveh became centers of administration, art, and knowledge, home to massive libraries and palace complexes. But their brutality also led to resentment and rebellion, and their empire eventually collapsed. Following the Akkadians came the Babylonians, most famously under King Hammurabi around 1754 BCE. Hammurabi didn't just expand territory, he systematized justice. His code of laws, inscribed in stone, introduced the principle of proportional punishment, an eye for an eye. It wasn't always fair by modern standards, but it was revolutionary in trying to organize and regulate complex human behavior. Then came the Assyrians, who ruled with unmatched military efficiency and fear. Babylon returned to prominence in the 6th century BC under Nebuchadnezzar II. Despite the shifting powers, Mesopotamia's legacy endured. It gave the world writing, legal systems, urban planning, and some of the earliest scientific and astronomical observations. So here's the question: what do you think was the most important invention to come out of Mesopotamia? Comment below and share your thoughts. And if you want to go deeper, grab our free Ancient Empires timeline, link is in the description.